Just talk about the excitement of getting to the second NCAA tournament in 3 years and how you guys are playing heading into the tournament.
Very excited right now. I think our first time 2 years ago was a little bit more nerves, excitement, pressure, everything just kind of just the first time experience. And now the second time it's a little bit more focused, more about playing volleyball and that kind of thing. But the kids are really excited. We got some experience, so that's good. Yeah, I'm just ready to play. I guess excited to play.
I guess just talk to that experience. Do you lean on some of those older players to kind of lead the way? And they've been in this tournament obviously before 2 years ago. Do you kind of rely on them to kind of set the tone for kind of how to play in postseason?
Well, I don't know. We didn't play very well, so I don't know that. But I think just rely on the fact that when it happened, it was just so much just about doing that. It's very exciting to be here and to have that opportunity now, but now they're more focused on playing volleyball. So I think that's probably where we look to them for their leadership. Not necessarily of how we played 2 years ago in the first round, but just having been there now, it's not just kind of all about the lights and everything else. So
I guess talk to your full season. Talk about your full season. You guys obviously have had an interesting season, and obviously taking over with 10 matches remaining, and now you guys have won 9 of the last 10. Just kind of talk about how it's gone so far, and just how you feel you're playing going into this weekend.
Yeah, it's been an interesting season. It's definitely one has had its bumps in the road, but I think every team usually has some of those. So I think really proud of the way the girls have kind of bonded together and how they're playing right now. That's kind of what it is. We just focus every day and we get in the gym and it's just us. We try to put everything else. All the injuries, like Jennifer Lopez being injured was another one that we went through, and her coming back and dealing with that kind of stuff. So it's just one of those things that when whoever's on the court and healthy, ready to go, we just focus right in that moment, and that's kind of how we've been doing it. So it's not necessarily looking at like 10 games left of the season or anything like that. It's just one game at a time, one match at a time. So.
Does it make you feel better, though? Obviously you guys were sitting at 11-9 at one point, and now you've kind of gotten on a little bit of a roll here. Does that give the kids more confidence kind of heading into this round here in postseason?
Yeah, I think so. I think a lot of also, we played a pretty tougher schedule than we've played in the past, to prepare us for this moment. And so I think that even though, we had losses, we played well against a lot of those teams, at times, so we know that we can do that. So I think that gives us a lot of confidence, more so than necessarily some of the wins, at the end here, just because we're on a streak or something like that. But I think being in those matches and having a set, go really well, and then maybe one go really bad, but that's a learning experience that we had earlier this season. So hopefully that prepares us well.
I guess finally, talk to the familiarity of what you guys have here. Obviously, you've been in this arena a couple years ago. I believe you've come here a couple times in the spring. Just talk about how that kind of helps the players out, being in an atmosphere where you've been before and playing against programs that you've seen and are familiar with.
Yeah, I think that definitely helps. We've come here for the last 2 springs. Pretty much since we made it 2 years ago. We've come down here to play. Being down here then. A lot of kids are from Minnesota, so they've come to camp here, so it's not everyone's familiar with it. So I think that definitely helps, where we're not going into something just totally that's going to just an awe and that kind of thing. There's definitely a lot of tradition here that they definitely admire, and they have that, but it's not going to be overwhelming because it is somewhere that we've been and they have that comfort level. So I think that's going to definitely help. Not traveling halfway across the country is also going to help, but you look at Iowa State, and Creighton, all teams that we see in the spring, and we saw Iowa State earlier this year, so it's not anything new that isn't going to surprise us in that. So,
well, thank you. Good luck this weekend.
Thank you.
Just talk about the excitement and kind of the change in mentality as you guys head towards the postseason play here.
Yeah, I was definitely excited to be in the postseason, especially being here for a second time. The awe and the shock of kind of making the NCAA tournament is different for us, and I think the familiarity of being here before is definitely going to help us out.
How does that help you, like you said, in terms of being ready, the players that have been here or that were at the NCAA tournament last time? How does that kind of help you now that you've played in it once? What does that do for you guys?
I think it's definitely just the experience and feeling comfortable, especially the past couple of years. We played a lot bigger teams, higher competition, and being able to experience what it's like to play against bigger teams, which just definitely gives us an advantage.
What's kind of happened to your guys' season where you guys were kind of 11-9 at that one point? Obviously, you guys had a coaching change, and you get to the point where you guys have rattled off 9 of your last 10 matches. You've had victories. Just talk about how the team's playing right now and what's kind of sparked that run.
I think everything we experienced this season with our setter being taken out and especially losing our coach, it's made us stronger individually and as a team on and off the court. And I really think we can just handle anything now and are just ready to play as a team and just give it all we got for the last couple of weeks we have together.
What's it? How does it help for you guys being in a familiar setting like this? I mean, obviously you guys have played here 2 years ago in the NCAA tournament. You guys get a chance to play here in the spring a lot as well. Talk about the comfort level playing in the sports pavilion at the NCAA tournament here.
You know, we're really lucky to be close to home too, and have our fans here, and just be in an arena that we played in before. Nothing new. We've traveled here a lot, so I think just being in the NCAA tournament before and being in a place that we're comfortable is definitely something that will always help out a team.
Finally, I guess talk about you being a senior here and kind of this year's your last season. Talk about the excitement of being able to get here and then just getting the chance to participate in this and you know what you hope to do.
Yeah, this is definitely the best way I think anything could have panned out this way, and I think we're all really excited, especially the senior class. We've always been trying to get here again and just trying to go out with a bang.
Cool. Thanks and good luck this weekend.
Thank you.